talk about LA Fitness for a minute. Now, no shame, because I've been a member of LA Fitness a couple of times. And sometimes you need to stick to what you know. And this is coming from someone who's been a personal trainer. I've worked out in old school gyms. I was a competitor. I still work out. It's my outlet. I've been to different gyms. There's been so many times that I've held more than one gym membership. You have to look at longevity in decisions. And so there's this new concept that they've already implemented in some locations because I've had the opportunity to see it, and it's called the lift concept. And then I've seen gyms. One currently, I'm going to leave these nameless because I want to be professional, that is working towards that. Now, here's the thing with the lift concept. These gyms that are implementing this lift concept are removing the basketball courts in order to do so. Smart move? Maybe for some. Every business has to look at the demographic and the location that they're catering to and what the long-term effects of those decisions could potentially look like. When my perception, in my opinion, everyone's entitled to one, when I seen this lift concept implemented at another location, was that it reminded me somewhat of a CrossFit type idea. That I know CrossFitters. I'm not one, wasn't my thing. But the CrossFitters that I knew and know went to CrossFit gyms for a couple of reasons. One was the atmosphere. It's a different atmosphere. The music, the instructors, the feel, everything was different. Old school training gyms, when you're going to compete, corporate gyms are okay, but your old school training gyms, your dirty ones, the clientele's different, the motivation is different. So in my opinion, as someone who's worked out at different gyms and for different reasons, is that there's a gym for everyone. It's not a one size fits all, but you have to look at the long-term effect of taking these basketball courts out of some of these locations. First of all, most LA Fitnesses no longer provide childcare. So you have a lot of guys that would bring their children in to practice with them in the basketball courts. You don't have childcare, they want to work out. It's a good way for them to spend time with them and to be able to work out at the same time. You also have to look at the fact you have a lot of guys that go in as groups and they hoop. That's what they do. They don't really lift. They go in, they hoop. Whether it's an AM crowd, PM crowd, what have you. You will lose that clientele because they don't come to you for the weights. Then what happens is those guys that hoop typically have wives or girlfriends that may possibly work out. Well, guess what? If their dude can't come in and hoop anymore, you're going to lose their membership too, because they're going to want to go wherever he goes. So there's a long-term effect that comes with that. This is why so many businesses need a consultant. And it is what it is. Companies have to look at long-term effects with this stuff. Do the market research. Just because it works for one location doesn't mean that it is going to work for another one. So anyway, that's my friendly consulting hoorah for today. Y'all have a good evening.